This is Effy, and I just want to let you know I'm out of control on this episode. None of it makes sense. We barely talk about anything. I mention things that happen, but we mostly talk about the mouse and the motorcycle, corn dogs, mustard, friendship.
Just named children's books for a while.
We do. They're great. Robert Louis Stevenson, a.k.a. Robert Loser Stevenson. What a fucking loser. And we hope that all of you have as much fun as we did listening to this episode. Just know I took 4 DayQuils before we recorded it, and it was worth it. And this is the last episode recorded in this current house before we move to our new beautiful castle in the sky. It's not heaven. It's just, I don't know. It might be. It's the end of an era. It's over, Peter. I'm shaving my whole body down to slim. No hair. No hair on my body anymore. Shave my whole head. Shave my beard. Leave this house. Burn it down. Who cares? Bobby's here. Say hey, Bobby. Say it into the mic. Say hey into the microphone, Bobby. You're not going to talk into the mic? Please just speak into the mic. Earlier you were saying full words. Oh, he's not talking anymore. I taught him full English phrases, and he doesn't care. It's been a minute since we've spoken, and today I'm going to admit something to everyone here. Peter already knows it. I'm on a lot of DayQuil.
Yeah.
We skipped last week, and we should have skipped this week, but we messed up the days, and so here we are. And that's fine, because when the DayQuil's in my brain, it makes the truth come out, okay? This beard, too much beard. My hair, too much hair. I'm so over it.
Yeah.
I'm over all of it.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm about to just like escape this prison I've created for myself.
The light bulb just burned out.
What? Oh my God, it's over.
Yeah.
It's really over.
Yeah.
We're moving all our stuff before
We're getting
we record
kicked
next
out
week.
of there's a dead baby bird outside.
There was I didn't see it, but you did. I did just set a bird free this morning. We were hanging out, and we had to set the baby bird free.
That means you get your wings in heaven.
Is that what that...
Yeah, if you set a baby bird free.
They call it Valhalla now. I saw Furious A. We talk about that on the mini-sode. Weekendateffys.com.
It's too bad that it wasn't Emma Stone, or if you will, Emily Stone.
My name is Emily.
She's fucking with us.
She's fucking with everyone. Next week, Kinds of Kindness comes out. Doesn't it come out on my birthday?
Next week?
I don't know. Let me see. I don't want to fucking...
Damn.
Let me just say this real quick. My birthday's next week. Let me just say this. I assume everything comes out on my birthday. Did you know Mission Impossible 8 comes out next week? No, it's June 21st. I fucked up. What comes out on my birthday? What the fuck? God. What is this? Oh, it's A Quiet Place Day 1. Did you know they never used that Bjork song ever? Here's what comes out on my birthday, Friday, June 7th. Bad Boys Ride or Die. School of Magical Animals 2. Longing. Hitman. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Gene Parmesan, the movie. Robot Dreams comes out on my birthday.
I hear that is both wonderful and you will just sob the whole movie.
Really?
I do believe our friends at Movie John did a review for it that I read.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It has dog and robot in it, is what I'm reading here.
Yeah.
Very exciting stuff. So, my birthday, big time for summer movies. But really, it's about we're shedding the past, okay? I'm going to enter I'm 481 years old now next week. So that's a lot to deal with. But I think I'm aging well.
You're almost going to beat Mel Gibson's dad.
Yeah, he's a Revolutionary War veteran. They wrote a story about him called The Patriot, which we discussed, weekendateffys.com. If you're not on the Patreon, you're missing out. You're missing everything, okay? And I'm not going to say you hate us. You despise us. You think we're losers. But if you're not on the Patreon, I think that you think less of us than we think of you. Mm-hmm. We think so highly of you and of our patrons, and you just keep hearing me say it, and you go, nah, go fuck yourself. I don't know if you say it like that, but like...
I'm gonna throw a little bonus dog content up there.
Bonus dog content, and you just did the weather report.
Yes.
It's not about rain and snow, you dummy. It's about the planetary alignment.
Energy.
Yeah, and guess what? My energy, you know what Jimmy Lloyd said to me this weekend? He said, "You're crazy." I said, "What do you mean, Jimmy?" He said, "The reason you're crazy is because Gemini season, Jimmy. Okay?" He said, "It feels like you're coming out of your cage and you're doing just fine." I said, "Yeah, I gotta be down because I want it all. Gemini season." And guess what? Am I a little sick right now? Yeah, that's what happens before my birthday. My body is shedding the weight of the world. And guess what? It will be shed. All right? And this weekend, by the time you hear this in the general public, because you don't have the Patreon, when this comes out on Monday, right? Monday?
Yeah. Yes.
I will have already survived the cage of surviving. The survival cage. I hope. Don't you hope I survive it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be really
We gotta
silly
move
if we
on
pay
Monday.
first month's rent and deposit and pet fee and then I die? Wouldn't that be like fucking hilarious? And everyone listening to this right now is just like, because I predicted my own death.
You're very much peeking into my actual anxieties that
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to.
Yeah, good. You shouldn't. I'm not dying. I'm immortal. Immortan Joe. Immortan Effy. We did see Furiosa. We talk about that on the mini episode Patreon zone. But yeah, I got a fucking cage match that I'm looking forward to against Mance Warner. Tomorrow I got to go to Canada early. Really, here's the thing. You've been doing a really good job of like packing and preparing yourself, and I am gonna toss all my shit in a truck, unpacked, unprepared, probably just books flopping everywhere. Half the shit gets ruined. I don't give a fuck. That's how I move, all right? If I think back, I've moved thousands of households. I've been in thousands of houses. I've moved myself 15 times in 16 years. It's crazy.
I'm having flashbacks to first moving in here and Lucy breaking into your room one night and chewing up a Warped Tour poster and you going, fuck, already fucked up and blah,
What
blah,
did I
blah,
say?
etc.
I don't give a
you
shit.
came home and you were like, I was thinking of hanging that, but also just thinking of throwing it in the trash, and
Lucy decided for
made my
me.
decision.
Yeah. I will never be mad at anything Lucy does. I think she knows me better than I know myself. Okay.
You sent me that it's going to be on the Patreon only pause this month.
Oh yeah.
But you sent me a photo and I look at it and go, no, Lucy, no, why are you biting his
You
face?
thought she was biting my face off because I had her cuddling with me and licking, but she licks at such a pace that like my shitty camera can't
Just
pick it up right.
The flesh blended together.
Yeah,
It looked like she was
I saw what
fully
you were-
ripping your face up.
It did look like she had kind of gripped my whole nose off my face, if you look at it that way. But really, we were just cuddled up. She was wearing both of her hats today. And so I took the hats off, I took her out, and we came back in, and I said, let me just cuddle you up with me. And we just hung out, and we watched Detroiters, and it was great. And I love it.
My friend Cassandra also moved this past week. And she got settled in last night, and I went over here to her new spot, and she is this. If you ever see a little pug guy pop up in the Only Pause, that is Groot.
Groot is so cute.
He is so cute and such a little ham.
He's a little ham, yes.
And I just kept
all the dogs are allowed to be in this.
Yes, I kept. Here's Grooty last night.
Oh my god, he loves the new house, doesn't he?
And he was just running around, and I go, "This is so much fun, and this is what's about to happen to us." I was like, Groot can just be in another room by himself. Like, he can. They
don't have to
exist
be on top of us
in
the whole
another
time.
room.
They're gonna have their whole backyard. And Bebop's been doing his best to lose a little weight to go through the doggy door. He's very hopeful.
We're gonna get him through that doggy door.
I think he's gonna do good.
We're gonna get him through.
I left the most insane. What?
What if he gets stuck and it's really cute?
Well, yeah, I'm hoping. I'm hoping he makes that noise and we have to. Poor guy. Then he'll know himself he has to be on his own diet. I called and left the most insane message for the Banfield Pet Hospital because they were supposed to send me his Simparica in the mail because they didn't have it on hand. And they didn't, but I was calling them to be like, yo, I'm bringing him back next week anyway to get his, it's an updated, some kind of vaccine he needed. I have to do a 2-part. And I'm going, please don't send it. I'm moving houses right now. And then I started talking about Bebop's diet. And I said, he doesn't love it, but he's really happy because I explained to him he's going to live a lot longer and it makes him very joyful. This is all in a voicemail. This is a voicemail I just left for them. And, he's working really hard, but just be sensitive when he's there because it's something he's thinking a lot about and he doesn't need to take a lot of negativity in right now. And so I hope they hear that tomorrow and call me back. He is doing good though. He's been eating the right amount of food, but I will say this, okay? Did I let him have a tortilla chip the other night? I fucking did. Because look at him. He's so cute.
Does he have food packaging that he knows he gets from you and will come for that food packaging versus others?
I eat in my bed. because I'm a piece of
Who
shit.
doesn't?
Right, but he knows if he just stands close enough to me, like eventually I'll be like, you can have a chip. Well, it's for you.
Lucy loves bread and all bread related. I mean, who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? But she loves tortillas.
Oh, just like a nice little
Loves
flour tortilla?
Tortillas.
Corn tortillas too?
Flour tortillas.
Flour tortillas.
Because I'm not exact. I don't.
Do you ever microwave them so they get really puffy and big?
Yeah. But she knows when I open tortillas versus other. Like she doesn't come for the chips.
Yeah, but
She
she's
doesn't
like
come-
tortilla.
She knows tortillas.
And their noses are so good. They has a smell of particular way.
Yeah.
Like she's got to be thinking like, oh God, that flour tortilla. I got to get a little bite of that. They were trying to hound me for my ground beef earlier. They really wanted some ground beef. I said, I accidentally spilled the curry in it. Like, have you ever like been like making food and you're feeling like Ina Garten, barefoot
And
Contessa,
the top's a little
and
loose.
you go, and the whole top
yeah,
opens.
Yeah.
And so if you look in the trash can right now, there's just heaps of this Jamaican curry powder because it just like poured all the way. And I ate it and it was fine, but I was like, this is pretty curried. It's a pretty curried beef. It was fine. I ate it all. It's good. Well, not all of it. There's some left, but I'm probably going to throw it out. I don't know. We skipped last week, so we did not have time to talk about my grand trip to Minnesota, to Treasure Island in Minnesota. I don't know if you can call it Treasure Island. They call it that, but I'm like, I don't think it's an island. You're in Minnesota. But I guess there's a lot of lakes there.
You don't think Robert Louis Stevenson
Did he write the
visited-
book Treasure Island?
Yes.
What a fucking loser. If I ever met Robert Louis Stevenson, I would beat his ass. How old is that piece of shit?
Okay. The name of this episode is Robert Loser Stevenson.
Robert Loser Stevenson, a.k.a. POS. Not POD.
I just want to make sure that I got that correct.
Hey, Siri, how dead is Robert Louis Stevenson? People are saying I'm setting off their Siri.
Okay. Treasure Island, Curious Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
He wrote that one too?
Uh-huh.
Who wrote Swiss Family Robinson?
Swiss Family Robinson. Was it a book first?
I don't fucking know. He died in 1894, the fucking loser.
Johann David.
Oh, he was only
Weiss.
44 when he died. Johann David Rees?
Weiss or Weiss.
Weiss? He was only 44 when he died, and he looked 1,000. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He wrote A Child's Garden of Verses? That sounds disgusting.
Oh, can you? All right.
Oh, my God. He died of apoplexia.
Who wrote Alice in Wonderland?
Lewis Carroll.
Okay. Who wrote Sherlock Holmes?
G.G. Cummings. I don't know. What is his name?
G.G. Cummings? Were you combining G.G. Allen
Yeah,
and
and E.E.
E.E.
Cummings. I don't know how to capitalize, and I throw my poop. That's my impression of G.G. Cummings. Who wrote Sherlock Holmes? What are you getting at?
No, I just wanted to see if you could do like classic children's literature.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got another one for me? Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Mary. What's her name? Mary
Shelley.
Mary Shelley. That's not Alex Shelley's mom. She would be far too old for that. But she did write Frankenstein.
She was an occultist.
And didn't Frankenstein's monster fuck more in the original book? Didn't he like have a big throbbing cock?
Probably.
Like just a big throbbing monster cock. You were like, he's a monster, but that cock's a monster too. Okay, what are some other children's books?
Well, I'm just naming them
What
off.
about The Secret Garden? You remember that one?
Yeah, who wrote The Secret Garden?
I thought that was one of the best female-led books about secret gardens. You remember Bridge to Terabithia? I cried.
Frances Hodgson
Coppola.
Burnett.
Frances Hodgson Burnett. She was wonderful.
What about Are You There, God?
It's Me, Margaret.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't she also write The Mouse and the Motorcycle? Beverly Cleary.
The Mouse and the Motorcycle.
But
Oh,
Beverly
my
Cleary didn't
God.
write Dear God, It's Me, Margaret, did
No.
she? Beverly Cleary had some bangers for a minute, though. Hold on.
Judy Blume.
Judy Bloom.
Yeah, I should have. Judy
She
Bloom.
wrote eating dead worms, eating fried worms or something, right? Didn't she write fried worms? How to eat fried worms?
Thomas Rockwell.
Oh, fuck off, Thomas.
What
Rockwell.
about, do you remember Fringer or whatever it was, where the kid invents a new word for pens and it like fucks up his whole school?
Oh, yeah. What was that about? I mean, what was his name? I just want to say this about Beverly Cleary. She seems like a delightful woman. Look at this picture of her with her cat.
Oh.
She just seems delightful.
Oh, my goodness.
And here's her, but she's very old.
Frindle.
Doesn't she seem like she'd just write a delightful
Yeah,
mouse and motorcycle
absolutely.
tale? I was thinking about getting a mouse and motorcycle tattoo. Can I show you the one I was going to get?
Yeah.
Because they fucked up they keep making the cover more like weirdly horny. You know what I mean?
Like just really edging up.
Like
that,
this is the new one, and it's like that doesn't seem like that's a little too cute,
No.
right? So I'm thinking, I'm looking at it going, hold on now.
Because the original, it was like Mouse at Midnight kind of vibe.
Yeah, like he was like kind of like real cool, like a real. Hold up, I found one.
What about the bunny that turns into a vampire?
What?
Yeah, Bunnicula.
Bunnicula?
Yeah.
Isn't that a bit from the Holy Grail?
James and Deborah Howie. Bununcula, A Rabbit Tale of Mystery. And then we have Holiday Inn. My personal favorite, The Celery Stalks at Midnight. Nighty Nightmare, Return to Holiday Inn. Bununcula Strikes Again. And Bununcula meets Edgar Allan Crow.
Like, look how cool that guy is. That's the cool dude.
Yeah.
With his little helmet and he's like flying. Okay, it's Edgar Allan Crow.
Yeah.
Quoth the raven, never crow. I'm losing my mind over here. What is this podcast about?
I don't know.
I went to Treasure Island and it was it fucking ripped. It was awesome. That's all I got to say. That would have been the whole episode last week. Thrissy did great. Did we win? Allegedly. We didn't win. Don't tell anybody. Please don't tell anybody. I get to team up with Ali and Sheik twice the weekend of my birthday. And in the middle of that, I've been told I'm being taken out for my birthday in the Castro. And it's going to be a mess.
What is that going to entail?
Gay bars.
Oh. It sounded, the way that you said that,
Yeah.
my brain went, there's a mob hit and Taylor's going to die weekend of his birthday.
No. We're going to go to the gay bars. I've been
Okay.
promised by the lovely Marco Mayer that we're going to have gay bar parties. And Sheik has also mentioned possibly going to the horse tracks just to get a little betting in. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a weird, fun weekend together.
Are you going to have some fun horse betting outfits?
Yeah. I want to wear a big floppy hat. I wish I had floral overalls.
But you have to dress like, what's his face in Ocean's 11? Remember when they go recruit him at the track?
What, does he have a floral hat?
He probably does. It's
The old guy, right?
The old, yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah.
He has a fun name. I know. I can picture him. Hey Siri, who's that old man in Ocean's 11?
He does my name
Saul
is
Bloom.
My
who
name
plays
is Simon Verga.
Lyman Zerga.
Lyman Zerga.
My name is Lyman Zerga. I'm an arms dealer.
What is it that he says when they attach the briefcase to his wrist and he goes, "Oh, the cold steel does not feel good on my hand." It's something. There's
He says
some
something
line.
silly. Let's look this guy up. A lot of people are saying that. Oh yeah, everybody's saying that Julia Roberts. They're hoping there's a car accident. I just read that.
By everybody's saying that, you're saying that.
Everybody's saying if there was a bad car accident, they're hopeful it was Julia Roberts in the car. Not that she's dead, but that she has to live with the fact that this is her true form now. Okay? Hope this isn't triggering anyone. Julia, you fucking bitch. You hateful fucking loser. Yeah, last weekend I went a lot of places though. I don't know. Sometimes when I get into just like saying where I went, I feel like I'm rushing through my life over here. And I just want to say recently, I'm ready to chop all my hair off and have a mustache. That's how I feel. All right. I'm very tired. I'm over it. And I need to enter my summer form. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, you also like you're finishing out a year of life.
I'm also finishing out 6 months of getting my fucking ass kicked.
That too.
And I feel it.
Yeah.
And my head is lumpy, Peter.
Yeah.
Like if you rub my head, it's so lumpy. That's why I won't just shave it all the way down, because you can still see all these weird marks from the staples. And it looks really bad, I assume. So I'm trying to find a way to have short hair again without that being too obvious.
Maybe you could do like a cunty little Mad Max thing where you just like put like a bunch of gold over the top of your head, you know? I'm thinking about what's his face? You turned to me and you said, that's the former mayor of Australia.
Oh, yeah, the former Prime Minister of Australia with his fake little nose thing because he got fucked up.
He's just touching his nipples the whole time.
Rubbing his nips. The scene with the nips with old Thor.
Oh, yeah.
That was fucked up. I thought he lost them completely, but it was just they were just bleeding.
Did you see what I meant about the BDSM community is going to have some new ideas after they go see that film?
I did like that they oopsie-daisied that pole through that guy's face. Oops.
Was that the original Immortan Joe?
I don't know. Was it?
Because I think they flipped him out for this one.
Yeah, they definitely had a new guy because I could tell by looking in his eyes. I could feel it looking in his eyes.
The original guy was Toe Cutter, correct?
Well, he was in all of them, though, since they introduced the character, which is why it was crazy he was still in Fury Road because you were like, holy shit.
Oh, no, he died in 2020.
Oh.
So, yeah, he didn't quite make it to...
Not quite Immortan? They're saying it's Julia Roberts now. That ugly piece of shit is playing Immortan Joe.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's why he's so ugly now. Because her insides are as ugly as her outsides. Because she's a poor, sad shell of a human being. So,
I'm delighted for when the acting part of your career takes off and you were forced
to be in a role with her, and I have to go, oh.
Yeah.
She'll go, were you saying some things about me? And I'll go, no.
You're gonna have a full AO Jennifer Lopez moment.
Wait, did they
yeah, because like just fucking joking around like we do on our podcast, just talking shit about Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, no.
And then the two of them hosted SNL together and had to be like, hey, it's a podcast. I was kidding. I don't actually think that about you.
It's so silly. It's like I'm doing a bit. I'm not doing a bit. Let me clarify. Julia Roberts, you are nothing. And I will do everything in my power to politic my way into taking every role that you've dreamed of. And Emma Roberts, we know the truth about you. We heard it. Didn't you hear the truth about Emma Roberts?
Yeah.
Rhymes with bassist? Yeah. Guess what? We know. We know the truth. Yeah. So apple doesn't fall far from the tree, Julia.
But you get
Where do you think she learned it from?
You get that vibe from her in general, from Emma. Where you go, I just know you have some bad.
I'll say this: I don't know a lot of black girls named Emma. You know what I mean? Sounds like she was born into white supremacy.
Is this why Emma Stone is changing her name to Emily?
Right. There's plenty of black girls named Emily, but Emma, that's like it's a name rooted in supremacy. So we have to do everything in our power to root it out of Hollywood. We are so sick of white Hollywood. Okay? If that means I don't get roles, good. I hope I don't get any roles because it should be people of color, Latinas, black people, Mongolian people. People aren't thinking about Mongolia right now. A lot of talented people over there. What did John Wayne do when he was playing Genghis Khan? Be a racist. All right, but that was his whole career. And a lot of people don't know John Wayne was a homosexual, but not the good kind. He was a bad kind, like a McCarthy homosexual. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like where you're gay, but you try to take it out on other people as their problem instead of accepting your love and finding the vibrance of the community around you. I went to Chicago Friday. I didn't have a match. A lot of people were there to see me. Didn't have a match. and then he stabbed my good friend Cole Radrick in the head. You know that? He stabbed him.
Jesus.
And I couldn't do anything about it. Then I was about to do something about it, but Manders and Sheik and Ali tackled me because they said, you need this cage match. And Cole was going, don't do it. Don't help me. And I'm going, so let's just let him stab you? So let's just stand here? How greedy am I that I want a cage match so bad that I'll just stand there and let it happen? That doesn't sound like I'm being a good person.
No.
Sounds like
Look at Mance just corrupting everything.
Everything is corrupt. What is the moral choice to make? Okay? There's no moral choice anymore. Oh my God, Effy's Big Gay Thanksgiving. They're uploading matches from that. I'm going back to England.
And
in July.
Japan.
I'm going to Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that big announcement played at the show. It was pretty good. I didn't know that was going to happen. I saw the TV glow, and then I came home and I was like, got to record this in one take, and I did. And Brett was like, "Why did you call it the GCW Universe?" And I was like, "Oh, because Cardona said I had to call it that now." And he was like, "Well, that's weird." And then they announced it, and it was. I thought everyone was doing an announcement promo.
It was just
that
you.
was on the tour.
Yeah.
Just me.
Yeah.
Just me.
Uh-huh.
Which that's leverage. Sorry to tell you.
But it's also very funny for you to be like, hey, I just got to do this thing.
I just got to knock this thing out in one take.
Yeah.
And I literally went in, and a minute later came back out.
Yeah, like we watched
Love Lies Bleeding afterwards.
Right
Yeah, I was like, hold on.
Yeah.
Promo, and then I left.
And then for it to just go out like that is so funny. But so is the GCW universe? Is this like the thing we were talking about earlier, where it's Furiosa, a Mad Max saga?
So like WWE calls it the WWE universe. WWE universe. Yeah. So Cardona, being a former WWE guy, comes and says that he is a part of the GCW universe.
It's really funny.
So it's him being just a dick. And so then I'm going, now that he's the general manager, I have to call it the GCW universe because he's technically my boss and he's the one who made this match happen. So the GCW universe is excited for the Cage of Survival. You know what there's going to be in this cage? Like a lot of barbed wire and glass in the cage. Do you understand?
So what are the rules?
Survive.
That's it?
Yeah.
So y'all are just in this cage.
Right.
And
Full
there's
of
glass.
Chicanery.
And you just have to survive. Like what? I don't know. I'm trying to understand. And I'm not sure I understand.
So there's I mean, it's not like a cage match where you have to escape. It's like pin or submission still. Okay. But there's a lot of like additional weaponry.
Okay.
And there will be more blood. And I will have many ways to torture, and he will have many ways to torture. And it will be a nice Sunday afternoon. I think it's opening the show.
Ooh.
Sunday at 5 p.m. So by 6 p.m. on Sunday, I will know whether or not I have my life. Or if I will live forever.
No one learned the lesson on don't let them do it first because everyone will be slipping on blood the entire rest of the time.
Yeah, no, good luck, fuckers. I don't give a shit anymore. I told y'all, I'm going to make a mess. My blood's going to be everywhere. And I don't care if you get it on you. It's clean blood. We're talking good, clean blood.
Yeah.
Safe blood.
Yeah.
This blood is tested. This blood is clear.
Universal donor, right?
Well, no, I'm not giving y'all my blood for free. You got to pay me for it.
You're not feeding a war boy.
I used to sell my plasma. The war boy, you got to strap up my blood bag. Strap up my blood bag. Yeah, no, it's going to be a mess. I'm like nervous even talking about it. Now historically, the Cage of Survival has been the winner of the TOS versus the champion. Blake Christian just had his championship stripped. So there's going to be another match on the show that is a gauntlet for the open GCW belt.
Why did he have it stripped?
Because he refused to come back from Japan and leave New Japan to defend his championship. Which is, you can't do that. You have obligations as a champion to show up and actually defend your belt.
Right.
And if you choose other bookings on top of being the champion, then you don't need to be the champion. You're not there to defend your belt. And you want to go be in a tournament, that's fine. Go do it. But like, if you cannot be there for contracted obligations, you don't get to be the champion. It's kind of like when he would defend the championship at a show for GCW, and it would take like 30 minutes to beat him, and then the next day he would go to Ring of Honor, and he would get beat in like 6 minutes. and he couldn't be on that show because he had to do Ring of Honor. You know?
Right.
Right. So it's like at some point it's embarrassing that you're like, yeah, you're our champion, but also like you lose in 5 minutes to a bunch of jabronis on Ring of Honor, and everyone's already left the arena because nobody stays for that shit, and nobody signs up for that pay-per-view model, and nobody cares. You should definitely prioritize that. That seems really smart. Wow.
I'm so sorry I brought this up.
No, I think it's great you brought this up. This is perfect. So, I don't know. At least we'll have a defending champion. I know Joey's inserted himself in the championship gauntlet, but I think there will be many people in the championship gauntlet. I hope Allie's in it. I think she deserves a shot at that.
So we can just sign up for this.
I think you got to go to Cardona.
Okay.
Do you want to be in it?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Sure.
They're going to hurt you. They're going to try to hurt you. What if, and here's something that hasn't happened yet, because people are like, oh, you can't touch Mance. What if you just bring a gun? Because I wouldn't be touching Mance if I shot him. So why don't you just bring a gun and you just, whoever comes out, you shoot him. I don't say shoot to kill, but like kneecap.
My aim is
Shoulder.
decent. I fired a gun once.
Rib cage. You fired a gun, yeah.
Once.
I think you'd be good. What kind of gun did you fire?
A shotgun.
I went shotgun shooting one time long ago. I was like, damn, I'm really good at shooting. And then everybody explained buckshot to me afterwards. I was like, oh, like, I thought like one big bullet was going through. No.
I did fire a handgun once, and it was enough to let me know that I should not own guns.
Yeah, there's a handgun in my car still somewhere. I can't find it. So maybe during the move we'll find it. You think?
Maybe.
Maybe not.
I'm not sure I even believe in the gun anymore.
Right?
It's
Do you want to
been
go
so
look
long.
on your own?
Not
I
really.
looked in there. I didn't see it.
I don't know. Good.
I'll find that gun.
Lucy, go find the gun.
Lucy, go get the gun. You don't have thumbs. Turn off the safety, Lucy. You're doing great. Oh, Friday night I wasn't in Chicago. I lied. I was in the Chicago Saturday night. Friday I went to Denver.
Oh.
You ever been to Denver?
Yes.
A lot of warehouses.
Interesting.
You don't think so?
No, I mean, just for that to be the first thing you say about
I just
Denver.
think like, okay, there's beautiful mountains surrounding, but actually in Denver.
What about John?
Well, he said, I thought West Virginia was his home country roads. But he did live in Denver, didn't he?
Probably should have changed that
That's
last
not his
name.
real name, is it? Hey, Siri, what's John Denver's real name?
Henry John Duchendorf Jr.
Duchendorf? Holy shit, what a fucking loser, dude. I'd name myself John Denver, too.
Yeah.
Duchendorf? Henry James Duchendorf Jr., which means there's two of them. Yeah, John Denver. Country roads take me home to a place where they don't call me that anymore.
Is that he did that song? I don't know anything. That's a song people sing at weddings. That's my only familiarity with it.
Hold on. Gringo Loco just hit me up.
Oh, hello, Gringo Loco.
Asking me how the move is going, and I said, well, we get the keys Saturday, but I'm not moving anything until after the cage match, which, let me tell you, pretty bad idea.
We'll figure it out.
We probably should have begged on our hands and knees to be moving the stuff right now because of the blood cage match. But I'm sure, like, you know what? I'll just moan while I'm moving it like this. Ah! It hurts so bad. Just ignore me. Like, I'm just being dramatic, even though my body is covered in wounds. It's not going to be fun. But you know what? My summer seems pretty nice after this. After I defeat Mance in a blood cage.
Yeah.
Or I die. I don't know. I think there's going to be stabbing, blood. I lost like a pint of blood, I would say, at the Tampa show.
Yeah.
How much can you lose before you die?
Like 3 pints, right? How much blood can you lose before dying?
Yeah.
If you lose more than 40% of your blood, you will die. This is about a half gallon of blood.
That's fine. Okay, so I'll be fine. Don't lose more than half gallon of blood.
So you can lose to 2.5 to 4 liters of blood.
Wow.
That's the minimum for dying.
That's like a Mountain Dew of blood. That's like a 2-liter Mountain Dew of blood, and I'm
So
okay.
you have about 9 to 12 pints.
I think I got more than that because I'm so jacked up. I'm so strong. You get extra blood then, right?
When I was a kid, someone told me that you have to drink water in order for the blood in your body to be created, and so I used to have it like a big bottle of water, and I'd swirl it around and go, making blood, making blood.
That's crazy. Did you ever drink the blood out of the cows in Africa?
Yeah.
Or is that racist for me to say?
No, we did that.
You mix it with the milk, right? And it's like a very nutritious beverage. I'm not asking for like a weird reason.
No. I had friends who, big missionary families.
Yeah.
And their older brothers did a coming of age ritual. Whether or not they killed a lion or not, I will not talk about.
Okay.
But I did get to partake in some of the
blood ritual. And you mix it with a little milk. But that makes sense when you have animals like that, because you don't want to just, if you eat the cow every time, you don't have any cows.
Yeah.
So you just drink a little blood and then it fills the blood back up. I drank some blood out of Mance's face. So that's pretty gross. Some people said that was really gross. I just want to say, I can do grosser. You want to see me do grosser?
Not really.
I'm ready.
I skipped that clip. I didn't watch that
It's
one.
pretty gross.
I bet.
It was really.
I
But I want to
bet.
say this. I still really want to be a vampire. I wish it was real. Please turn me into. If you know anything to turn me to a vampire, number one, it's summer. I'm so sick of the sun. Okay. Number two, I want to drink that hot, warm liquid. All right. I've drinking some hot, warm liquids before. None as tasty as blood. And blood tastes pretty similar across the board. There are other hot liquids that people make that taste different every time, depending on their diet. And I just want to say, I ate a whole bowl of pineapple earlier because I care. All right? About my blood tasting good. That's what I'm talking about. Blood, sweat, tears, cum. I'm talking about all of it. Yeah, I went to Chicago after I went to Denver, but Denver was pretty fun. Got to see my friend Sean.
We'll be on a list if I Google, can you eat different foods to make your blood taste different, right?
You must taste my blood. Well, maybe that's why vampires don't like garlic, because it makes the blood rancid. Yeah, let's look this up. How much? Okay, can you make your blood taste better? What can I eat to make my blood tastier? Let's see what Google has to say about this. Oh yeah, this makes sense. Let me go to Reddit on this one.
What subreddit?
Morbid questions.
Okay.
Personal experience here. Adding more salt to your diet can make it. Blood is naturally salty, but upping your sodium levels can increase the salt in it too. Taking certain medications like seizure medications make it bad tasting. And
this is some real deal, real world experience.
Yeah, and it can be very metallic if you're eating too many vitamin supplements. And sugar can also increase the sucralose in the blood to give it a sweeter flavor. And they're saying alcohol in the blood can reduce the flavor potency. And sometimes eating certain flours can add a different quality to the blood. So
that was a lot of research.
Yeah, I learned a lot about blood
I'm
right there.
kind of terrified.
I imagine if you're a vampire and for hundreds of centuries you've only been drinking blood, you start to notice the little differences in the blood.
You could figure Reddit out. As
Did you ever see The Little
1,000-year-old.
Vampire starring Jonathan
Lipnicki?
Lipnicki?
Yeah.
You know they remade it as an animated feature?
Did they?
It's bad. I saw clips of it. But I was trying to look up who was in The Little Vampire.
Is that someone I don't want to Google? What happened to Jonathan Lipnicki?
He became an MMA fighter. Yeah, it's tough. It's better than what he could have become, which is dead. Sorry, Aaron Carter.
Ooh.
You know what he didn't beat Shaq at? Living long enough. Is that bad? I went to the Shaq-owned Krispy Kreme the other day. After I was on that special program that I can't talk about legally here. And I got the Dolly Parton donuts. And they fucking rule. Hey, y'all, it's Dolly. You know Dolly owns roller coasters? What was that face? You don't like how he looks now?
No, Jonathan Lipnicki's current profession is...
What? You can't say?
It's just, we don't
Can
need
I
to...
come look?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
We don't need to bring that. It's not as dark.
I was hoping it was going to be porn, and this is not what I wanted
It's
to
not
see.
even a fun kind of.
You remember he
weird
was in
life.
Jerry Maguire?
I've still never seen.
You've never seen Jerry Maguire?
Jerry Maguire. Show me the credit card. Is that the line?
Yeah, show me the coins. Show me those coins. You remember when Judas wanted some coins, so he turned in Jesus
Yeah.
after their torrid love affair?
And then do you remember 2,000 years later where Paul Giamatti?
Oh, yeah, 30
billionaire.
coins. Do you think Judas gave Jesus oral fixation sex?
Do you think Judas gave Jesus? So Judas, what? He was like quitting smoking or something?
No, do you think he blew Jesus?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Which is why he felt so much guilt that he had to turn him in.
But you're saying it wasn't a sexual thing, it was just like an oral fascination thing?
I think all sex is oral fascination. Don't you?
Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
I think it is.
Yeah, that's why we all smoke cigarettes and
Yeah.
vape and all
Because
of
we
that.
wish we were sucking on little tiny cocks. Right? Oh, I just wish I had a little tiny cock in my mouth. Not a big one. I don't want my jaw to hurt. Is this the most out there episode we've ever done?
It might be.
Do you think this house is cursing us?
I think this house is done with us.
Do you
at
think
this
our
point.
breathing is going to get better when we move out of this house full of black mold?
Yes.
We've never really talked about it, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure
You know,
we've
I
been
spent the day
poisoned.
bleaching this bathroom.
Yeah.
The black mold that was in there. I think it's coming back.
Well, we found out from our neighbors that apparently there are mushrooms growing out of the wall, and he just snapped them
They
off
said
and
that?
painted over them. Yeah.
Oh my god. That's horrible.
No, I've told you, when I come home, I feel like my lungs are getting adjusted to
I really
something.
feel like he thinks he's going to sell this house really quick, and I think the more that people look in deeper to it, the more he's going to have just a complete loss on his hands.
Yeah.
I just want to see him fail. Oh, I was calling to move the internet service, and I want to tell you my co-star before I reveal what I said to them. Because, like sometimes I don't think you should abuse or be rude to customer service, but I think you should give them an interesting day. And it told me to do method acting today on my co-star. So I said, yeah, we have to move. The landlord fell down the stairs and died. And we're ready to get out of here. So can we switch it for Saturday? We're trying to get out of here before he starts to smell. And she was like, oh, you want to move it to Saturday? And then she processed it. And she was like, is he okay? I'm sorry to hear this. And I go, no. This is the best for him. He's a bad person. So they're going to come scrape him up. Don't worry. And I just did this whole, just very casual, just thing. But we got the internet moved over.
That's really. I'm gonna say because my move is always to go. Hey, like if I'm talking to AT&T, I go, hey, I know you're not Mr. AT&T.
Right.
I know you're not.
What's the deal? What do we got?
You're who I have to talk to here, though. This is an old Doug Stanhope trick.
Yep.
To talk to customers because it's like, look, it's not you that I'm upset with, but I am going to be upset. Just know it's not you. It's just I can't talk to Mr. Comcast, so you're who I have to talk to instead. But putting on a little reality play, that sounds fun.
Yeah, I did it too. They called me from Hilton and offered me a 4-night stay in Las Vegas. And I just started talking about how if I was in Las Vegas for 4 days, given my addiction history, it's likely I would die. And I don't think they really wanted to deal with that. I said, I went there once for 3 days and I was pretty close to death. If I made it to 4 days there, it's over. Do you really want me to die? And he ended up hanging up on me. I don't know, it's what I needed to hear today to get through all of this. I got to move the gas over though. And then we got to send some money to our new landlord. Yeah. We like this landlord. We don't like this landlord. We forgive some of y'all, but not all of y'all. That's what I got to say about that. Went to Columbus Sunday after Chicago. Had a match with Jimmy Lloyd. Guess who won? Me, I won. I beat Jimmy Lloyd. Sat on his face. Farted. A lot of people don't know this when I do the sack rider. It's like a jumping leg drop. And then I fart in their face, which guarantees that I'll win.
Is there any way you could get like a lav mic set up for that?
Well, nobody's ever going to hear it because they cheer so loud when I hit my sick finishing move that it's like, even with the mic, it would just be like, yeah. You barely hear it. But yeah, I farted right in his mouth. Made him eat it. And so the day before, all I ate was gas station food. So it was even more devastating.
No pineapple this time.
No pineapple. They had to scrape him off the ring because he was like, "What? I think I'm dying." And they're like, "No. That's just how this works." And then Manson and Alec Price had a match, and he stabbed Alec Price, and I had to watch him do it. Then we had a face-off. Now we're going in a cage.
Who's Nicolas Cage? Who's John Travolta?
Well, don't they switch faces?
Yeah.
I'm John Travolta with Nicolas Cage's face.
Okay.
And he's Nicolas Cage with John Travolta's face.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm doing another one. Face off.
Face on.
Face on. Or butt on, because face, butt, it's the opposites.
Butt off.
Nicolas Cage with John Travolta's butt.
Yeah.
John Travolta with Nicolas Cage's butt.
Yeah.
And then they do that. What's the movie where they do ass to ass?
The Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, they do a Requiem for a Dream ass to ass scene, where you're like, technically they switched asses, but they both still get fucked because it's ass to ass Requiem for a Dream. Jennifer Connelly. Do you remember the mom who's like, "I'm gonna be on television"?
Yes.
So am I. The episode debuts in October. I can't wait for everybody to see it. That's all I can say. That's all I'm allowed to say. AJ's gonna be on there too. Debuts in October. I can't tell you anything else. How about that?
Is I'm gonna fuck the name up. Michael McDonald, the host.
Michael McDonald.
I knew that was.
He
wrong.
ruined the Doobie Brothers.
Christopher McDonald,
No, what's that? Who's that?
the host from Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, is that who that was?
Shooter McGavin from. Happy
Oh
Gilmore.
yeah. What's her name though? The mom who's gonna be on television and starts eating speed. She's brilliant. She was in The
yes.
Exorcist. She was in The Exorcist.
Ellen Burstyn.
Ellen Burstyn. She used to be really fucking hot when she was in The Exorcist.
Mm-hmm.
When she was like,
And
"Oh."
it is Christopher McDonald.
Did you see The Exorcist Believers?
No.
I did. Can I tell you about it?
Yeah.
Not good.
Don't they like gouge her eyes out and then she's just in like a hospital bed the whole movie?
Let me say this. They either have to sacrifice the white girl or the black girl. They made the right choice. Sorry, white girls, we got enough of y'all. We got way too many of y'all if we're being honest. Oh. Oh yeah, good. I'm glad people are seeing it. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. The DayQuil is really deep. I don't know if you guys can tell on this episode. It's one of the most rambling out there episodes we've ever done. I do have to, there was some controversy. Peter.
Yeah.
Somebody was really mad that I said, and we were talking about how wrestling videography is ass. People were really upset about this.
Were they?
They were very upset.
Seriously?
I swear to God.
Oh God.
You didn't see the things we were getting tagged in?
No.
Open Twitter, bitch. They're not happy.
Oh no.
But I just want to say this, okay? If I were lying, y'all wouldn't be so fucking heated about it. But since you know I'm correct and you're correct, do better. Just like get more imaginative in the way that you shoot wrestling.
Yeah.
Stop shooting these weird up shots through the ropes. Like we've just done it the same way for 100 years.
Like watch a film or two. Shoot it differently.
Shoot it with emotion.
Yeah.
Shoot it with your heart.
Sorry, I'm not backpedaling on that one.
Yeah, no, we're not.
If anything,
I'm just saying,
down
like,
on that.
and this isn't like a fucking. How do I put it? Oh, good. I just got a bunch of money. Thank God. Thank God I was nervous. We'll talk about that after we get off the air.
Cool.
We'll figure that out. Because I have a limit per day that I can send, and it's more than what I need to send them. They're talking about that music video I showed you. Don't bring it up. Don't. But,
Okay.
But that was
sealed
bad,
on that
right?
one. Oh my God.
and it's AI.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof.
And it's AI.
Yeah.
Good God.
Do we have any more weekend to get into?
Probably.
Probably.
But like, I feel like shit, Peter.
Yeah.
And I want to watch The Beaver. All right. Oh, I may have just spoiled it.
Michael Myers mask.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear it.
Oh, do we need to cut that?
No,
Okay.
I don't know what it's for, but like, if you see me show up with a Michael Myers mask, this is what it was.
There you go. Okay, do we want to do questions?
Yeah, please.
Okay, this is from Rob. Buttons or zippers?
Functionally zippers. Fashionally, buttons.
Yeah. I
Like,
think
I don't want buttons on my jeans.
Okay, see,
One button.
All right.
What?
The zip down.
Okay.
That's porno hot.
Yeah.
The unbutton, that's cinema hot.
Oh, wow.
Like I would say zippers are hot, buttons are sexy.
The button up is stupid, and the zip up is dangerous.
Yes. I have a favorite pair of jeans that are button up, and once I get home, just the top button is getting buttoned. We're not bothering with the rest of them.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I do think it is I think it's a different type.
But I also find myself starting to button, and then I mess up the buttons a lot of the time, where I'm like, I have to rebutton everything.
Like on shirts, you'll do the
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also think more pants should have laced front, like laces.
Yeah.
Like just like
Yeah,
you gotta
totally.
like lace your
Yeah.
crotch.
Yeah.
I think that's fashionably we've been missing out on a lot of laced crotch items, or like pirate shirts with the lacing in the front, so it's not buttons. Like let me just lace it shut. So yeah, both are functional. Zippers very easy, but they do look like shit.
So lace is the answer. Laces.
Laces is the real answer. We love it.
Okay, this is from Danny. If Weekend at Effy's had their own Weekend at Effy's food truck, what would they serve?
Pupusas. You ever had pupusas?
I don't think so.
All right, they got these pupusas, and they're stuffed with cheese and pumpkin flowers, and that's the best goddamn food I've ever had.
Ooh.
And it's like you a little pancake, and it's got the cheese and the flour inside of it. Then they fry it on both sides, and you can dip it in a hot sauce.
That sounds great.
Yeah, pupusas,
sounds
fuck.
great.
What about you? What do you think? It is. I mean, we can have both. We can have multiple items.
Yeah.
But like, it's a good griddle food. They're easy.
I think the food truck market is ripe for a classy corn dog.
Whoa.
Seeing all this discourse this weekend about how
About-
beef Wellington
right,
is
is the
basically
yeah.
a corn. I think we can get a little fancier with our corn dogs.
I almost bought a whole bag of mini corn dogs the other day.
I almost did the same thing.
Okay, it sounds like we got to buy a bag of mini corn dogs with the honey crunch.
Mm-hmm.
That air fryer makes them perfect.
I know.
Are you a mustard with the corn dogs guy?
No.
No.
I'm not a mustard person.
Ketchup?
Were you a CKY person?
Yeah.
Do you remember the one guy who?
Sorry, I just riff comes to you.
Do you know Polyphia, however the fuck you say their name?
No.
The instrumental band that's real cocky.
Yeah, they should.
You would probably be really.
I haven't heard
into
of
them. They did a cover for a live album that
Oh.
is like my favorite thing they've ever done.
Do they sing it like this? Oh. I can't do high notes right now. Sorry.
So the guy, he doesn't like mustard. I hate the way my brain works sometimes. Why am I holding on to this from
Can
like
I say
15
this?
years ago?
I think mustard's the best condiment.
I think you're so wrong about that.
I think mustard's.
You can't put it on everything.
Yeah. What is something you can't put mustard on?
A lot of things.
Like you can't just say a lot of things. Like what?
Pineapple.
But what are you putting on pineapple?
Nothing.
Chamoy?
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a tagine kind of hot sauce. I learned about it the other day.
I don't know what that word was you just said.
Tagine? Chamoy?
No. What are these things?
It's like a spicy little.
Okay.
Like you put it on the mango.
Do you work at the Bear?
You put the chamoy on the mango? No, you get it from the fruit stand. Some of them have Venmo now. It's great.
I'm sorry. I only know my part of the world.
Okay, what about? Okay, let's say you're having French fries. What is your dipping sauce of choice? Ketchup.
Or a Frosty like I did last night.
Okay. Oh God, yeah. Did you get chocolate or was the
Chocolate.
What do they have right now as the summer flavor though? The strawberry?
I don't know. Look, it was Moreland Wendy's, so we're getting what we're taking.
We're getting-
We
yeah.
got the order, and Cassandra goes, "Whatever is in this is fine."
What? You know what? I'm just happy their credit card machine was working. Multiple times I've waited in line there, and you get to the thing, and they go, "Credit card machine's not working." And you're like,
That
"What?"
is a brutal line to wait in.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
The McDonald's line is worse there.
Yeah, 100%.
But I'm not eating Crystal.
No.
I'll eat Checkers before I eat Crystal.
Yeah, I'll do cookout before I'll do any of that.
Have you seen Checkers has those little fried cheeseburger balls now?
No.
They're like pierogies full of cheeseburger toppings.
What?
Yeah. They're Buford bombs.
Buford bombs.
Because the burger there is called the Buford.
Yeah.
The Buford burger, but they're pierogies full
We
of
don't need any bombs in Buford Highway, okay?
No,
I
we
don't
don't.
like the connotation.
Okay, yeah, but the Wendy's, so the credit card machine was working?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Yeah. They were like, cash. I was like, what do I look like? I had cash, but I didn't have enough.
Yeah. What? Okay, so pineapple for dessert, obviously. What
Yeah.
else for dessert?
What do you mean? What do you
For the food truck.
Oh. Wait, no, I didn't agree to that. You just said that you can't put mustard on pineapple.
I don't have a good example of what you can't put mustard on. I just
I know,
think you're
because
wrong
I love
about
mustard.
this.
I love it. Spicy mustard, thick mustard. I like the mustard with the seeds in it. Honey mustard.
I love a honey mustard. I don't really go for the... See, okay, my problem with
like
mustard...
a yellow mustard, you're not choosing that.
When you start getting into the Dijons and things like that,
Yeah.
it removes all the moisture from my mouth.
Like a brown deli mustard, you think it
Yeah.
sort of dries you out? Okay. Mix it with some mayo. Make it a creamy one. Gourmets.
Ooh, see, I can't do mayo
Dijon
at all.
gourmets. No mayo at
No
all.
mayo at all.
Huh.
No mayo at all.
I used to work with a trucker, and if you got him a sandwich without mayo, he'd say, I didn't ask for a dry ass sandwich. And I thought that was adorable. Put some mayo on this thing. I don't
I
want
mean,
a
you
dry
have
ass
to have
sandwich.
wet sandwiches.
It's just eggs and oil.
I'm not crazy.
You don't like eggs and oil?
I guess not.
All right.
I guess
that's
not.
fair. I'm not gonna judge. Like, I'm not gonna force you to eat things you don't like.
Well, how else are we going to run this food truck?
Well, we don't. Okay, so we can have corn dogs with, and there can be other sauces. What sauce would you pick for a corn dog? Ranch.
Chocolate.
Somebody said-
chocolate. God.
I'm making you crazy. Somebody said ranch is colonized barbecue.
Wait, what?
They said ranch is just colonized barbecue.
Oh my god.
Are they wrong?
No.
Okay, so chocolate. We got chocolate for the corn dogs.
That's not.
We've got mustard, chocolate, and
I think whatever is going on with you is contagious, but like only mentally.
yeah. I was ordering them French toast sticks from Sonic at that time. I told you, and they said, "Do you want mustard packets with it?" And I said, "Yeah, fuck it." And they did. They sent some mustard packets. But I had a corn dog too, so I dipped it in that.
Yeah.
But they were like, "You want some mustard with your French
Yeah.
toast?" And I was like, "Fuck it, Sonic. You're
Yeah.
telling me.
Well, I mean,
You want to go to Sonic?"
no.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It's like once a year you can have it, or you die.
Your existential breakdown of Sonic,
Really was a lot.
I can't really deal with it. It's like
But
too
you
many
can put nerds in your Diet Coke.
But should you?
No.
Have you seen these new Oreos? The Sour Patch Kid Oreos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want them. You want to go get some? I tried them Oreo cakesters.
Yeah.
Delicious. Not an Oreo.
Mm-mm.
Like, I was like, oh, it's a really good chocolate snack cake. It's not an Oreo. Why would y'all call it that? You know which flavor of the Oreo is good?
Which
The
flavor?
churro one. Do you have that one?
No, I've never
With
had
the
that
cinnamon icing and
That actually sounds really good.
it's fucking good.
Yeah.
But those toffee ones, I think, are supreme.
Those are good. It's
Yeah.
kind of a lot, though.
Yeah, I want it. All of it. I want a crunch. What's your favorite Oreo if you had to pick?
Just classic Oreo.
I'm anti double stuff. I just want to.
I'm anti-double stuff as well. It's too much.
It's too much frosting.
If I had my way,
Yep.
we would have the option to have just the two halves, no frosting.
Just the cookie pieces.
Just the cookie pieces.
What do you think about what's them ones called that's but from before Oreos, but nobody likes them?
Beforeos?
No. Well, yeah, but they're called like gastrics or something. What are they called? Hey Siri, what's them?
Digestives?
Hey Siri, what's them Oreos come before Oreos from the past? Hang on.
Okay, I found this on the web for what's the Hey Siri, what's the Oreo?
Hydrox.
Okay.
Hydrox cookies. But it's still not what you're saying.
No.
It's not just the wafer.
What is Hydra? That sounds like a health food thing.
Right, it does. It's not.
Because we had digestives.
Yeah, I
in
know about
Kenya.
digestives.
Okay.
Also, chocolate digestives?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So, okay, so Hydrox is a cookie owned and manufactured by Leaf Brands. And it was started in 1908 and discontinued in 1999. But then it was reintroduced in 2015. And Oreo was created in 1912 as an imitation of the Hydrox cookie. And they have a less sweet filling and a crunchier cookie shell that is less soggy when dipped in milk. And that's the Centennial packaging.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll fuck with a Hydrox.
But they technically didn't really make it to the. Oh well, I guess they didn't make it to the new millennium.
Well, they tried to make it to the millennium and change the name of them to Droxies.
Was that really the? Was that the Y2K we should have been looking out for?
Then when they took our Hydrox
Yeah.
from us, nonconformists don't eat Oreos.
Oh, fun
Was
fact.
1,000 signature petition on a Hydrox fan website. And Carvel used to make Hydrox cookie crumb ice items because they are all kosher. And the Oreo recipe used lard originally.
Ooh.
Not anymore. They're vegan. Oreos are
I
vegan
bet those
now.
tasted good though.
Lard ass Oreos? Yeah, let me get them. But now all Oreos are vegan now. That's actually a big selling point for them. But I do like licking the cream off that cookie. And it's kind of a gritty cream.
We're gonna have to figure out the dessert part of the food trip.
Have you ever had a fried Oreo?
No.
Ooh, that shit fucks.
We need to go do the fair. Or
Yeah,
the Soul
where's that?
Circus.
When's the fair?
We'll figure it out.
They got funnel cakes?
I'm pretty sure this is the last.
I'll eat fried pickles. I got a pickle gummy that is in my backpack, given to me by my good friend Durku from Twitch, and I don't know if I can eat it without throwing up. It's pickle flavored.
This is from Julie.
Okay.
Is Effy doing anything super cool for his upcoming birthday?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to San Francisco and team with Thrissy and go to the horse racing
Hell yeah.
and go to the Castro and hang out with Molly Cyrus.
Shout out Dark Chic. I've been wearing my Can You Not Thanks
Yeah,
shirt.
she also said, next time, can you just tell Peter to tell me whatever they want, they can have it. They don't have to order off my store. I will just give them whatever
That's
they want.
Delightful. Thank you.
I was like, yeah,
I wanna
they ordered off your
support-
store. And she was like, they don't,
I just
that's
literally,
not how this works.
I had to have one.
I know.
had to have one. They're
It came
brilliant.
pretty quick.
Yeah, absolutely. And I did get to throw the what is it that the sticker says?
Uh-oh. Also, shout out Monomoth from Thailand, the loveliest, for giving me these elephant pants that don't fit me that I gave to Petár. They look great. They look so good.
Ask Not for Pity, and it's on my astrology
Oh.
notebook, which
You know what's crazy? I keep that sticker in my wallet.
hell yeah.
I keep this Ask Not for
Hell
Pity
yeah.
sticker in my wallet because I didn't want to stick it to anything because I didn't want to. Who knows when I'll need it? But now, Ask Not for Pity. We both have this sticker. on us
It
in
feels
all
very
things.
appropriate with a notebook that is dealing with fate and certain things,
Yeah.
you know.
Also, Dark Sheik dressed up as Team Rocket this weekend against Kylie Ray, who comes out to the Pokemon song. She was like, "Do you think it's too much?" I was like, "It's literally perfect."
That's amazing. I love that.
That Chicago show, all I saw was posts about Dark Sheik and Kylie Ray having that match. I live.
Okay, we have one more. Why don't monsters eat ghosts?
Why?
Because they taste like sheet.
Oh my god. Okay, you got me.
Thank you, Heather.
Okay, wait. What about street corn?
Street corn.
Yeah.
Like some maize?
Yeah, like when they like elote. You like
Yeah,
elote? I think we could serve that. There's too many corn-based dishes.
Where I was growing up, that was a regular thing. You would walk down the street and there'd be a guy with a little makeshift
Corn in a cup?
No, more just like roasting it and then
Oh, yeah.
handing it over.
Is on the cob?
On the cob.
That makes sense.
On the cob, yeah.
Actually, like it has its own serving method.
Yeah.
Why would you fuck that up?
No.
Well, because I want to eat it in bed with a spoon
Yeah.
with crumble cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Cage of Survival. It's gonna be crazy. If you're listening to this regular, it already happened. And thank you. If I die, then this was a life I wanted.
This is a good one to go out on.
Yeah. Well, hopefully things work out with your new roommate. Can you tell Bebop I did care about him, even
Yeah,
though
I
he'll hold
will.
it against me?
Look, Bebop's gonna have to get a job here pretty soon.
Yeah,
if this is
Bebop, you
going
gotta
the
go.
way.
I think Bebop could do the carts at Kroger. Just put him on a string and he's got to pull them to the front.
Yeah.
Just hook them all to a
I
string.
don't think there's a lot of possums that work at Kroger. He'd be fine.
Well, I saw one today. And I mean, it doesn't work there, but she's just trying to do her shopping with her babies on her back. And, you know, I have no problem with possums. I think they're perfect, but it might distract Bebop if he gets a job there. We might have to send him to go work at the Best Buy.
Look,
He knows a lot about
this
electronics.
This is something that Bebop came to on his own. This is not how you raised him.
I raised him to love everyone, even possums. Possum boy. Possum boy. Possum boy. Kim Possum Bull.